I'm not going to mess with it today. I'm going to leave it upright. I'm sorry. The next time I will try and do the next live. I'll try and go landscape. I'm kind of running behind today, and I don't want to have to screw the stream up. We got a lot to talk about. So, I've been listening to Marks and Reese. Anybody that lives in the Philadelphia area. Anybody that lives in the Philadelphia area knows who Marks and Reese are. They are talking Super Bowl in Philadelphia. Linda, are you here? Do you got Logan Motorsports who don't come here anymore? What up, Logan? Bring it on. Cowboys Nation, Mark and Brian, y'all going down this Sunday 425. Cry, Cowboys, cry. What up, Jamie Flores? Kenny Tucker, man, what up? Shout out. Don't know if I've seen you here before. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you stay, man. Crystal, what's up, sweetie? How are you? Vinny. What up, man? Yeah, Vinny, you're a mod on my channel. Well, it's me and Phil's channel, but he started that channel, so he's awful judicious. He's not very judicious with giving out his mods. To me, I give it to most people and then take them away as I need. What up, Regina? Funny? Funny how? Funny like a clown? Like I'm here to amuse you? How am I funny? Right? I got you. Let's get a linebacker and a running back, and let's get it. Vinny, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Just a little programming update. Me and Primetime will go live tonight on Primetime Phil, and we'll break down the win. Tomorrow, I'm off. I'm not going to have time to do a morning video. I got to go to the hospital. They're not doing the surgery tomorrow, but I will spend all day with my buddy, and I will leave there about 1:30 in the afternoon, and I'll come home, and we'll do our 3 o'clock live. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock, trade deadline. We're going to roll, probably go live for a couple hours, maybe 3 to 5, depending, play it by ear. The trade deadline, I believe, is 4 o'clock Eastern, so we will have some fun tomorrow. The surgery is now Wednesday, so I'm probably taking off Wednesday, whether they like it or not. I'll be there when he goes into his surgery, and I'll be there, the God willing, when he wakes up from his surgery. So that's the plan. So tonight on Primetime Phil, tomorrow 3 o'clock on this channel, we'll discuss all the trades of the day. I think it's going to be a busy one. What up, Nike 3? How are you? Bryce Chappa, what up? Gonna beat the brakes off you bums. Oh, yeah, man. That's fine. Yeah, just listening to WIP, you guys should be winning the Super Bowl. That's how they're talking Super Bowl. They're talking this game is a measuring stick, and that there's more pressure on the Eagles. And they're saying, this is what's funny, Jalen has won a 23 out of his last 25 games. But if you think about it, how many has Dak won? Well, he's not that far behind. You make it sound like that's an awesome stat. But if we go back to the last 25, Dak's a few games behind. He's not like that far behind. What up, Jeff Lee? Newell from Broncos. Hey, we need a couple pieces. Andrew Barrios, what up, man? What's happening, fellas? How about our boys? Our boys had a big win, and WIP, the Eagles, Marks and Reese. Ike Reese used to play for the Atlanta Falcons and the Eagles. He was a linebacker, more of a special teamer, a kind of a bottom rung type linebacker, but he did make the Pro Bowl as a special teamer. He's talking measuring stick. They're talking they're the best team in the NFL, and I can't argue record-wise, but they get a pass. They were saying that they were looking ahead to the Cowboys. Like, Washington was the only game that you narrowly escaped with a win. And I'm the first one to give you guys the credit that you guys are still winning ugly. But you gave up 400 yards to Sam Howell. It's not like you didn't go to overtime against Washington the first time. You probably wouldn't have won yesterday if they would have challenged the ball. Or if Washington would have went for 2 last game. Like, but listen, again, you guys are winning the ugly games, but you're going down to the wire with everybody. The only team that you didn't was the road Monday night game in Tampa. These are facts. Jay Smooth, what up, man? Brad Harris. I'm already hearing it, Brad. I'm already hearing it. E-turds, your lucky wins are going to run out on Sunday. Brad, can you do me a favor, man? If there's any one game that we could win, please, please, let it be this Sunday. Phil's texting. He should know that we're live. He said, what's up? Well, I didn't answer him. Look at your phone. Obviously, you don't have his notification set prime time. So what up, Jay Smooth? Lord Nova's in the house. What up, my man? Jared Morrison, how are you? It's time to shut up these annoying Eagle fans. And listen, they're 7-1. If I had to pick a number 1 team in the NFL, it would have to be them. But they're not way out, They're struggling against mediocre teams, They beat the Rams on the road. We blew them out. Okay, first trade of the day. Leonard Williams has been traded to Seattle Seahawks. Just do me a favor, Lord Nova or whoever. I can't go back and look and see what the compensation was. Leonard Williams was just traded from the Giants to Seattle. So give me that compensation for somebody. What's up, Jeff Lee? Prayers for your friend. Thanks, Vinny. I'll be there for him. Every time the Cowboys beat bum teams, fans act like it's a Super Bowl. Bad intentions. We're just happy we got a win. Super Bowl didn't come out of my mouth. We blew them out. I mean, what do you want? We beat a bad team in the Jets. You lost to them. So, we shall see, man. Eagles are a 2.5-point favorite. Why is the line only 2.5? That don't make any damn sense to me. That makes no sense to me. Why is it only 2.5? You get 3 points if you're the home team. So Vegas is saying that we're a half point better than the Eagles on a neutral field? That's not me. Now, I think advantage Eagles this week, but you never know. You never know. I think we split, but you best know I'll be rooting for my Cowboys come Sunday, 425. But why is it only 2.5-point line? Thanks, Jeff Lee. Regina Green, I hope their backup QB is good because Hurt's not going to last. He's got a bruised knee. He'll be fine. That offensive line is so good that he doesn't get hit very often. So, unfortunately, it's hard to get excited about a quarterback who has 2 playoff wins in 10 years. He hasn't been in the league. He's been in the league 8 years, bro. He has the same amount of playoff wins as Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, the same Jalen Hurts that you wanted to get rid of and trade for Russell Wilson at the beginning of last year. And Russell nixed the trade. Not only after you got A.J. Brown and everybody else you went out and got, that Jalen Hurts has turned into a great quarterback. And he really is good. I really like Jalen Hurts. Let's keep it real, bad intentions. You come in here swinging. Let's keep it 100, man. We got to keep it 100. AJ and CD both monster games. That's entertaining to watch. Night 3, AJ Brown is a beast. I'll leave it at that. Guarantee you bums won't make one more trade because Jerry Jones don't believe his only mediocrity team. He'd rather give all the money to Dak the whack. We'll see how bums we are. You best hope we don't beat your ass. I have a feeling if we win, you ain't coming back on Monday. You won't be here Monday. You're flexing now, Bryce. I think Eagles have an advantage this week, but we'll see. We'll see. Sending prayers your way. Thanks, David Alvarez. I appreciate it. I'm not impressed about the Eagles. Lord Nova, you live in and around the city. You know what I'm talking about. They are flexing big time. This is their Super Bowl. They are talking about how great they are, and they will be ready. This is their Super Bowl. These are the type of games where I want. Dak has already owned the Eagles. Let's face it. He's owned the matchup. But all arrows are pointing towards the Eagles. So we shall see. It's going to be fun to watch. What up, Mark Hutchin? A short throw. What up? Jalen Hurts is hurt. This will affect the Eagles in the long run. He's got a bruised knee. No structural damage. Just hurts. That's all. Best record in NFL belongs to who? I just got done saying you guys are the number one team right now. But WIP is talking Super Bowl after Week 8. Now that, my friends, is a big, big mistake. It's not about how you're playing now. It's not about who wins the division. It's about who's playing good going into the playoffs. And oh, by the way, who's the healthiest. That's what it's about, man. Washington should have won that game. Well, it's kind of ended how I thought it would. And there's no way in hell that Washington should not have covered the game. Eagles should have knelt the ball. Washington had no timeouts. They're lucky they didn't fumble or have something bad happen. They should have knelt on the ball. They even said it on the radio. Big mistake by Nick Sirianni beat Dallas. Elena Walker, how are you? We ready for Sunday? Yeah, I know you are. And I was just telling everybody that the line was 2.5 favored towards the Eagles. I'm surprised it's that low. Like, why? Place is going to be nuts on Sunday. Malik Green, what up, man? Dak owns the Eagles. These teams love to hate each other, and to be honest, Jalen being slowed by an injury won't help them against us. It's not as bad as you think, man. He's going to do everything. He hears it. He hears the noise that he can't beat Dallas. Jalen knows this is a big win for this. It always has been for the Eagles. It's been more important to the Eagles than it has been to the Cowboys. If the Eagles win this game, they're 3 games up in the win column. You know? And the loss. It's basically 2.5. If they win this game, they'll have 8. So, it's their Super Bowl. Dallas will beat them Turkeys 40-17. Jay Smooth, if we win 40-17, this place is going to be a dead zone. You watch. All these people that are talking their smack like Bryce Choppa and Bad Intentions, they ain't going to be back. There's only a few people that I trust, like Elena and Twiz and Linda. They will come back and say, you know what, hell of a win. And if Dallas loses, I will kneel and say, you know what? Hell of a win to the Eagles. That's just how I am. I don't need to flex. 3rd and 30, Dak. Yeah, we don't have Butch's name now, so let's hope it's not 3rd and 30. If we start out the game like we did this past week, next week, we're in deep trouble. We can't allow that defense to get to Dak Prescott. Bills signed Fournette. Philly cream cheese going to be crying. Philly cream cheese. Jared Morrison, 7-1 against the nobodies means nothing. Yeah, get him, Jared. Get him. Get him. Williams went for a 2nd and a 5th. All right, cool. So that's telling you, Leonard Williams, a 2nd and a 5th. I thought maybe he would get more than that. You guys saw what I saw, right? Did you see my my Twitter post? Did you guys happen to see that? Aaron Donald, after the game, walked up to Mike McCarthy and said, if you can get me, come get me. That is a fact. Remember I mentioned that the other day. Dallas is talking. Problem is, Rams won't take any money. They won't eat up any money. So they could give him a 2025 first and a pick this year. They could do that. It would probably be a 1 and a 2. A 2 this year and a 2025 first. But Dallas wants them to pick up salary, and they not. Because Catboy, Marky's guy, don't want to pay because we got too many other things to do. Go win the Super Bowl. Give me Aaron Donald. The fifth is right there. You go, Lord Nova. The fifth is 2025. That's what you got to do. You got to be creative. Eagles playing nobodies is such a sorry excuse y'all Cowboys fans use. I never said that. You beat who's on your schedule. But if you're going to flex and talk shit about Dallas, we're going to bring up that you lost to the Jets, right? You've never lost to them in your life, and you're not really blowing teams out. We're blowing teams out. This is a big test for the Cowboys. You lost to Arizona, and you got blowed out against the Niners. The Niners, I haven't texted George Kittle yet, though. That's coming. I'll wait a little bit. Maybe tonight I'll drop it. He's on the West Coast. Ever since you said, fuck Dallas, excuse my language, but that's what he said. 0-3, baby. Karma's a bitch, people. Keep running your mouth. Prescott, 8-3 against the E-Squirts. 1998, buddy. Bad intentions. You can compete when you can't compare. Whatever that means, bro. If you're not going to come in and be nice, then get on down the road. I mean, nobody's being rude here, bro. I haven't seen you yet, and all of a sudden you popping in. Jared Morrison, A.J. Brown gets away with push-offs. He ain't that good. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. No, he's that guy. A.J. Brown's a beast. I'll take A.J. any day. He's made more one-handed catches this year than I've seen by anybody. Still going to go roll with my guy, CD TD. I'm going to go with CD, baby. We need to find an offensive lineman. Here's the problem, Mark. I don't think we can find an offensive lineman that's going to play ahead of anybody that we have. That's the problem. We just need to gel. Jimmy Udoka stinks, so I wasn't all worked up that he got hurt, and I don't wish any ill will on him, but Asim Richards came in and did just fine. And Tyron Smith, dressed again, wanted to play. They put him through a test. He couldn't pass it. So I was right when I thought he was going to play. Ultimately, I was wrong, though. Hamid, remember we beat the Rams, too. Yeah, I know. And you're the home team this week. You're favored. You should win this week. But if you don't, we close the gap. And then you go on your bye week, right? Then you go on a bye. So we'd like to send you in the bye with a big fat L. Short Dog, what everyone's Super Bowl game time? We're everyone's Super Bowl game. Yeah, you know how it is, Short Dog. Exactly. Everybody wants to beat Dallas. Because when they were kids, they couldn't stand losing. Now, it is what it is. It's the cross we bear as Cowboy fans. We got to deal with all the winning. It's been a long time, but that's why. Make no mistake. Mr. Cowboy, what up? Eagles' run game has been weak, and the Cowboys have very good pass defense. Well, Dallas' defense is better. They have more turnovers. They're statistically a better defense. But I'll go with the Eagles' defensive line right now. I think they have more depth across that defensive line, which is why I would love to get Aaron Donald. Not going to happen, though. Prescott is the longest tenured quarterback in the NFL. Yes. This is year number 8. 2 measly? I'll take the 2. I'll take the 2, bro. It was a long time coming for John Elway before he got anything. It coincided with a defense and a running game. Then all of a sudden, John Elway was good. Look at Dan Marino, arguably the best passer of the football. Doesn't have any Super Bowl wins. Come on now, I got shit for you. Keep them coming. Right now, your quarterback doesn't have a Super Bowl. He went and got an L, and he fumbled it away. Remember that fumble 6 last year in the Super Bowl? And you lost by what, 3? Or maybe that was the reason. That's what we want. I like when we're underdogs. Mitchell Green, just slightly an underdog. You best hope that we don't win this game. Because all the shit that I'm taking, I'm going to give it. Now, I'm probably going to predict an Eagle win just because at the beginning of the year I said Eagles win at home, Dallas wins at home. But if we win, all this shit I'm dealing with in my DMs, out of nowhere, all of a sudden, I wake up to, I'm keeping receipts, people. Receipts are being kept. Vinny, A.J. Brown reminds me of Dez. Definitely. 100%. And a little more of Dez, and that's a good call. More Dez than T.O. Because T.O. was more explosive than Dez, if we could agree. It's Dez is a 100%. I like going to play the Eagles and being the underdog. Well, we're definitely the underdogs. Should have, could have, but we didn't beat, but didn't Eagles. You're 7-1 now. It means nothing, bro. Nothing. Just like our 5-2 means nothing. If we win this week, okay. It means something for the division. That's about what it means to. King Dread, what up, man? Your buddy Mark is making excuses saying it's the refs. Listen, I'll never say that. It's the refs. It's the head coach. Riverboat stinking Ron. Riverboat Ron. What is he doing? He doesn't call the plays. He's not the defensive coordinator. What do you got on in your headset? What are you listening to, Kenny G? Old school, I mean, what are you listening to? Sugar Hill Gang? Tupac? I mean, what are you listening to? You gotta be talking to your guy upstairs, say, he dropped the ball, it's 4th down. Easy one, it's our ball. That was huge in the game. You got lucky yesterday, because if they got the ball where that was, they only had to go 15, 20 yards to kick a field goal, and then you're down 10 points. That was huge. Linda Conyers, every team in the NFL has a tough schedule. Yeah, Linda, talk some sense into these people. Everybody. They're talking a lot of smack. What up, Brian? I'm sorry I'm a little late. No big deal. I got about 7 minutes left. The last time Jalen Hurts played the Cowboys, Jalen spanked the Cowboys. These 8... Listen, man. Was Dak playing? No, he wasn't. It wouldn't be the first time we dropped 40 on them. We normally do, Lord Nova. We normally do drop 40. The Eagles secondary stinks. Mr. Cowboy, I've been saying that since before the season. It's all going to come down to our offensive line. How is our line going to hold up? Is our line going to hold up? That's the difference. Is our offensive line going to hold up? Because if we could hold up and give Dak time to throw, which I'm a little worried about, that's the key to the game right there. And if we can get a lead on the Eagles, oh, shit. If everyone knew what their win and loss record is, then they wouldn't have to play the game. Exactly. 35-20 Cowboys. I like the flex, Jeff. I don't know that we're going to score 35, but we might need to. Was that post real? Yes, it was, Nike 3. And yes, Vinny reminds me of Earl Thomas. That was absolutely real. That was Tom Downey. Just look it up. Tom Downey, who's the host of the Chat Sports on YouTube, about Aaron Donald after the game. Yeah, that was real. Dallas ain't gonna do shit. Eagles 30-24. That's not a bad score, Hamid. At least you're keeping it real. Jared, if they beat us in the regular season, it'll be 90s all over again. Mr. Cowboy. Would love Donald. Me too, man. But do you have any faith in Catboy, Mark's guy? Do you have any faith in Mark's illegitimate brother to do any moves? Who gonna stick AJ Brown? Well, it's not so much who's gonna stick him. You got 2 top 10 wide receivers. That's the problem. So it'll probably be Gilmore on Brown, but I don't know. I'm not positive. How nice would it be to have Donald? Dude, we could dream, can't we? The Tightwad twins won't spend any real money. Yeah, exactly. Next time you're in Mark's live, you tell him. Say Game Time says your illegitimate brother ain't going to do shit. No, it's a big test for the Eagles, Game Time. It is. We're expected to choke, right? Everybody thinks we suck. You're texting George Kittle. I've been tweeting George Kittle ever since he did the F Dallas shirt after they won. I've been tweeting him, so I will tweet him later tonight. I've been doing it early. He hasn't blocked me yet, so maybe this will be the day. Boo Cowboys all day, Johnson. What's up, man? Welcome. I believe Dak owns the Eagles. Dak's record blew by Iris. I guess the Eagles was 8-3, but some of the years were, I'm not gonna lie, the Eagles didn't have a quarterback or whatever, kind of like last year. You know, it is what it is. Welcome, So Over It. How are you? Thanks for showing support. Dak throwing 2 picks. King Dread in the house. Well, he would have to throw 2 and still wouldn't be enough to catch Hurts. But be that as it may. Right, Mark? Partly threw 2 interceptions, 1 fumble last night. Purdy. Yeah. Linda Conyers. Hurts don't need to beat Prescott. Yeah, it's a team game, but these guys all get caught up, and I get sucked right up in it. Bobby Murphy, what up? Blowing teams out. You blew out the Rams, beat the Chargers by 3. Eagles don't get blown out 40. Well, no, we beat the Giants 40-0, and we beat the Jets 34-3 or something like that. Yes, those would be blowouts. So we've blown out 3 of the games, Bobby. That's 3, right? We beat 1, 2, 3. Who else did we blow out? Help me out, people. Somebody get them. We lost 2, so we have 5 wins. So who else did we beat? We blew the Giants out. We blew the Jets out. We blew the Rams out. Help me out, people. What's up, man? Hurts hasn't beaten Dak, but Dak has beat. Yeah, a team game, though. I'm not going to. Everybody else makes a big deal about that. I'm not. I got a minute left, people. Help me out here. I'm going to hurry up. Carter got hurt for the Eagles. I have no idea. I think he's going to be fine. Yeah, prime time. I guess you don't have your notifications on. You texted me during my live. Come on. Who's giving you bad intentions and somebody else? Just Bryce Choppa saying blowout, Dallas sucks, whatever. I don't have time for it. Dallas better worry about who the quarterback is. Eagles going to kill the Cowboys. There he is. There's Mr. No Wrench. Oreo speedwhacking. Uh-oh, what's that mean? Bracken comes once again. Yeah, you would think. What up, Coyote? D'Angelo, what up? A.J. Brown is way more explosive than Dez. A little bit, not way. It would have, should have been the Eagles 7-1. Cooper Rush threw 3 picks. Yeah, Cooper Rush. Mr. $3 million a year, Cooper Rush. Did you answer about Carter for them? I don't know about Carter. I'll check that out and get back to you. Eagles have been in the Super Bowl twice. Yeah, they have. Congrats. You won 1 Super Bowl in your franchise. Congrats. The other 2, but the other 3 you lost to the Raiders. Donovan puked up all over the field against New England, and you won with a backup quarterback. Nice. All right, I got to go, people. 49ers whooped the Cowgirls. See, here we go. George Sturgis out of nowhere. We're not even playing the Niners, who are 0-3 in their last 3 games since George Kittle said F Dallas. Come on, brah. All right, people. I'm out of here. I'll talk to everybody later. Like I said, tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, primetime Phil.